No. No, he's not. What is happening? We're not about to sit here and say that Dak Prescott doesn't have one of the best receiving corps in the NFL. Damn it, he has freaking CeeDee Lamb. His defense is top 3. Like, the Chiefs' defense isn't top 3. Mahomes is 8-3 with terrible players. Ho, 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 and welcome to the Daniel Saul Show. There's a lot of sports to talk about here today, yo. So let's go! Is Dak Prescott the best quarterback in the NFL? No. No, he's not. And I don't know why this is even a debate. This shouldn't even be a question. If Dak Prescott is the standard for the quarterback position in the NFL today, then that's a huge problem. That's a very low standard. Because obviously he's not a scrub, right? He's the top 5 or he's a top 10 quarterback. Not top 5, but he is top 10. But he's not on the level of these top tier dudes. He's just not. Like I've talked about Lamar Jackson in the past, not being a top 5 quarterback to me. Is he even better than Lamar Jackson? I mean, we got to look at this at the bigger picture here because the standard for the quarterback position is Patrick Mahomes. We all know this. Patrick Mahomes is obviously the best quarterback and the best player in the NFL. He just is. He's been in the league for 5 years, okay? Well, this is going to be his 6th season. So in the past 5 years, as a starter, he's gone to 3 Super Bowls, won 2, lost 1, and went to an AFC Championship game. Okay? Do you understand what this man is doing? Do you understand? The expectations are so high. He has done so much for his team. He has done so much for the city. He has done so much for the NFL, for fans, everyone watching. Patrick Mahomes is a once-in-a-lifetime type of player. He's a once-in-a-generation, once-in, a century type of player. This dude is outstanding. He can throw sidearms. He can throw regular. He can, get out the pocket. He can scramble. He can do everything. He's a playmaker. He can do anything you want him to do. He is that talented. And he is a leader. He can do it in the biggest of moments. He can. But is the question right here, is Dak Prescott the best quarterback going off of statistics? Or is it going off of what they are doing as in, who would you put the ball in their hands? Who would you put the ball in their hands at the end of a game? Would you give it to Patrick Mahomes or would you give it to Dak Prescott? I think everybody in the world will pick Patrick Mahomes. If I'm in a Super Bowl and there's 1 minute left, maybe even less, if there's 30 seconds left and you got to drive all the way down the field, you're at the 25-yard line, you have to score a touchdown to win, who do you want the ball in whose hands? I'm picking Patrick Mahomes. I'm not picking Dak Prescott. We've already seen what Dak Prescott could do late in games. We saw it against the 49ers a few years ago. I mean, you got to remember these moments. And when they failed, that wasn't just Mike McCarthy. That was Dak Prescott. He's the leader of that team. He's the leader of that team. Patrick Mahomes is the leader of his team. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings, man. He's got 2. He's got more than Aaron Rodgers, more than Drew Brees, more than Dan Marino, and he's only been in the league for 5. Oh, this is his 6th season. Tell me a better quarterback than this man right now. There isn't. There isn't a better quarterback than him. Dak Prescott isn't even better than Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen. He's just not. Now, if you look at the statistics, okay? If you look at the statistics, Dak Prescott, their record is 8-3. The Chiefs are 8-3. Passing yards, Dak has 2,935. Mahomes has 2,917. That's not that far off. It's very similar. Passing touchdowns / interceptions, Dak has 23-6. Mahomes has 21-9. So he's thrown 9 picks versus Dak's 6. Passer rating, Dak has a 107. Mahomes has a 96. Look, completion percentage, Dak has 70%. Mahomes has 68%. So Dak is beating Mahomes by like 2%, or, it's very close in everything. Every metric that ESPN gave to us shows that Dak Prescott is barely ahead of Mahomes statistically. But I also want to point something out. Patrick Mahomes has probably the worst receiving core in the NFL. Let's make that clear. He has the worst receiving core. He has the worst receiving core in the NFL. The worst. They can't catch a ball. Even Travis Kelce wasn't catching balls. Nobody could catch. What's going on with the Kansas City Chiefs receivers? They can't catch. They lost them 2 games because they just can't catch a football. What is happening? We're not about to sit here and say that Dak Prescott doesn't have one of the best receiving cores in the NFL. Damn it, he has freaking CeeDee Lamb. He has a deep threat in Brandon Cooks. He's got Michael Gallup. And even if you look at the running back situation, he's got Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard he's slippery, he's fast, he's quick, he can do anything. Like, his O-line is pretty decent. His defense is top 3. Like, the Chiefs' defense isn't top 3. Mahomes is 8-3 with terrible players. The only thing he has is Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, a good coach. That's it. That's it. Andy Reid, Chris Jones, and Travis Kelce. That's all Mahomes has on his team. That's it. Nobody else is even worthy of being brought up. Which is the point that Dak Prescott's Cowboys have a loaded team. Now, it ain't as loaded as the 49ers is, but look, the 49ers are loaded. But the Cowboys are pretty loaded too. Way more loaded than the Chiefs. So if the Chiefs are 8-3 with that type of team, just imagine if Dak had that type of team. Would they even have 5 wins? Dak Prescott is nowhere to be found when it comes to the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. He's not there. We're not about to boost him up because he's got better numbers than Mahomes this season. And like I pointed out before, Mahomes, his team ain't great, okay? His team ain't great. And another metric and another stat for you, the Chiefs have had over 26 dropped balls this season, which is the most in the NFL. That is the most drops in the NFL comes from the Kansas City Chiefs receiving core. And you're telling me that Dak Prescott is better than a man that's literally carrying his trash team on his back. He's been doing it for the past 5 years. He's nowhere to be found in that discussion. He doesn't even belong in that conversation. It is blasphemy having them in the same sentence. It just is. And I like the Cowboys. I think they're great. But Dak Prescott is nowhere near on the level of Patrick Mahomes. I don't care what statistic you bring up. He has more things to benefit from than Patrick Mahomes ever had in his career. If the Cowboys can't make a conference final, like a championship, the NFC championship game, if they can't make an NFC championship game this season, if they can't make it there, then they're a bust. Then they're a bust. His job will be looked at and will be questioned if he will still be there next season. His job might be in jeopardy if he can't get them to an NFC championship game this season. Mahomes Even if they don't get to an AFC Championship game, his job is not in question. His job is not in jeopardy because look, there's nobody on this planet Earth that has done what Mahomes has done in the past 5 years. Name one damn player that's done what he's done. You can't. You can't. This discussion is over. This isn't even a question. Dak Prescott is not better than Mahomes. He is not the best quarterback in the NFL. And I'm Daniel Sauls, the host of the Daniel Sauls Show. And I'll be back with another video for y'all guys very soon on my channel. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And you should come back to see more greatness and the best takes from yours truly. Peace out, y'all.